Peace, everyone. Islam, Rahubet, Konnichiwa, Assalamu alaikum. Gratitude. I appreciate you all being here this evening. Right now, I have my guest here, and he is the Chief of Staff for the United States of America Republic, and his name is Mustafa Shabazz L. And I will be, for the first time on my platform, by way of study, bringing him on through a Zoom meeting. So I am going to welcome him to the platform now. And okay, so y'all can hear me. To the platform now. And so this is him here. I'm going to unmute his mic. If you can hear me, unmute your mic. Gratitude, that means you can hear me. All right, so if you would say testing for me so I can check it out. If you would
testing.
Say testing for me so I can check.
Testing.
Okay, so we all said sound is good. Everybody we can hear. All right, so what I'm going to do is maximize the screen so everyone can see you as you speak and introduce yourself. Gratitude, welcome to Karmic Dynasty. And again, introduce yourself. Tell us all how we can contact you after the video for more questions, comments, concerns, feedback. Gratitude.
I am Mustafa Shabazz L, Chief of Staff for the United States of America Republic. And quickly, you can contact me. My email is USARCOS46@gmail.com. USARCOS46@gmail.com. Okay, I want to thank you first for allowing me to get on this feed with you to talk about our nationality and what it means. So I want to say thank you. Peace and love to that. Okay, to everyone out there, I have a question. And my question to you all, I want to start this off with a question. So my question to you all is, what is your nationality? And sister, I know you got a lot of information, so I want to ask you as well, what is your nationality? You're able to answer the question. And I know you speak to me a lot about this situation, but a lot of people will say that they're Black. A lot of people will say that they are African American. A lot of people are going to say they're Indian and Puerto Rican. A lot of people are going to say they're Cubans and this and that. But that has nothing to do with a nationality. And when you're calling yourself Black is not a nationality. It's a adjective. A person is a noun. Okay, so people are claiming to be adjective, but Black only means that you are dead in the eyes of the law. That is a status. So our people are so confused that they think that Black or even African American talks about color, and it has nothing to do with your color. It's your status. You are in a minority status. You are corporate citizens in part of 13 colonies. When you are a resident, subject, citizen under the United States Corporation, which is called the Bar Association, which is a union. And that is a corporation. Basically, any corporation that owns people, the people will be the slaves of that corporation. Okay, so the United States of America Republic, I want to start by saying, I want to say this as well. We are a national government. a national government. This has nothing to do with religion whatsoever. We don't care what your religion is. That's our First Amendment. You have a right to a religion. So you can be a Jehovah, be whatever you desire. But we are talking about government. And the only way to proclaim a nationality is through a state, your home state. We have a confusion with some of the Muslims that wear fezzes or tar bushes on their head. They're just conscious. No offense to them. They are conscious. Moorish conscious. And they have a lot of information that can be very good, but they also have a lot of information that's very bad. And the reason I say that is to say this, because they say that you proclaim your nationality through a temple, and a temple is not a state body. So again, a temple is like a religion. It don't matter what your religion is. You have to proclaim your nationality, through your home state by law. Only a state can issue that. And how they keep track of who they nationals are, they legislate that through their law. So let me show you something. I want to show the people something quickly.
Okay.
And I'll get back to
Take your time.
Okay, this here is a lawful driver's license issued to me by my home state, United States of America Republic. You see, it says Providence. And if you look in the Bible, there's 10 provinces. There's 10 provinces. And those are God's land. That's God's land. It's free land for God's people. We only follow God's law, and we have political rights. And most of you, majority of the people have civil rights. Political rights are given to you by God. Those are God rights. Civil rights are man-given rights. And a lot of our people are still with the corporation, the union, and saying they Muslim or they Moorish American. In order to be a Moorish American, you have to have two things. That's a nation, and that's a state. You cannot be a national without a state. The state is the people. You cannot be a national without that. You can have a nation of people. And not to sound rude, but again, a lot of the Moorish brothers are misleading with misleading information. Temple cannot confer nationality by law. It's not a state body. If you are under the state of Illinois, the state of Indiana, the state of Texas, the state of Wisconsin, the state of any nation, then you are a slave. What makes us free here? What real freedom is when you're able to write and create your own law. And by me saying that, I want to show you guys this. See, we have a legislative body and we have our own constitution. See, we have our own constitution. All right. So we don't amalgamate with the pale skin of Europe. We make our own law. That's real freedom. And if they violate this constitution, then, as my teachers say, President C. Canton Bay, ching, ching. Because it's a constitution. You can never break the constitution. But treaties are always broken. Treaties get broken all the time. But we have a constitution. And that constitution cannot be broken. And if they do happen to break that constitution, the Most High wrath will be on them. They'll lose out on everything. Will end them completely. And this is why people need to repatriate themselves back to their home state, not the state of the corporation. I know I sound like I'm going in a bunch of different circles, and I'm just going over here and over there, but you must realize that being a corporate citizen under a foreign government makes you a slave, and you have no rights. You're only under resolutions and code and things like that. So law does not protect you. So when the brother throw his hands up in the air and he's not resisting arrest anymore, and the police shoot him 9-10 times and get away with that. This is why, because they are outside of the law. The so-called black man cannot be a citizen of the U.S. We have to realize what that is. See, in a tribal unit, it's only one nationality. One. So when you say you're a Christian, you have to look at what tribe is Christians from. That's a bloodline of people. And if you look like me, or you, sister, and any brother out there that's watching this video, then you know you can't be a Christian because they don't look like us. That's not your bloodline. You can claim what you want, but when you step into a court of law, they're gonna make you bring that paperwork to prove that. So my point is this: our people have been miseducated through the school system that they call school. They've just been indoctrinated, and education is like horrible. And they now believe that there's something different from what their forefathers were. But you cannot change your blood type. No man can do that. Whatever your bloodline is what it is. And before the 1700s, brothers weren't calling themselves Negro, Black, African American, Afro-American. They were Moors. You can do your research on that and see they were Moors. They called them Moors. They did say Black or more, but you do have to realize that you have to realize a status from what you really are. A status will be black. And like I said, that means you're dead in the eyes of the law. And proclaiming your nationality with the United States of America Republic is the only salvation for the so-called Negro and colored and African American here on this planet. Without that, you are undesirable. And you are subject to the abuse, which is what you see now. They are subjects to the abuse of the law enforcement. See, it's not that the European hate you. It's not that they're racist or prejudiced or bigoted. It has nothing to do with it. They are following law. Just look, they got a government, the U.S. They got that White House over there. You see, they run a government. And the so-called black person is the one that's outside the law. That's why he and she is not protected, because they have no law to protect them. They just free. God don't love individual people. God loves nations. So to make my point, we have to get under our government. We have open seats here at USAR, marshals. You know, we need judges. We got everything they got, and we can fill a lot of seats. We coming together with all this beautiful information and taking our land back. You don't have to pick the gun up. You don't have to kill nobody. But the more people come home under the law, our law, then we push these people out further and further and further away until they go back home. So I want to say this now. Then you can ask some questions if you want. You tired of being shot? You tired of being beat up? You tired of being arrested and ticketed, sued here on your own land? You tired of being treated like a Negro or some type of slave? They come to you, son, because all that stuff will end. All that stuff will end. You don't have to worry about your children going to these being abducted by the corporation, because we have a vital statistics here. You have your baby. We got plenty of babies coming into USAR, born in USAR. We got our own birth certificate. We got our own driver license. We got our own registration. So come on, brothers. Now, that's really all I wanted to say. So if you have any questions for me, I'll be glad to answer any of them.
Okay, so question from Facebook, Prentice Rashid. Welcome to Karmic Dynasty. Prentice says, how about a Negro nation?
A Negro nation? Well, being a Negro is a subject. Who told you was a Negro? You see, you have to look at the fact that Black, Negro, African or whatever else you want to call them, we perceive the word. You was here before black. Don't believe me. Do your research. Black is not even 2,000 years old. Our people way older than that. We've been here since the beginning of time. So Negro, I'm sure that's another European term that he gave you and called you. And I know for sure we older than that, because remember, we were the first people here on this planet, period. So that one word, Negro Nation, is not good. It's like black, it's dead. I mean, all questions, they say, if you don't ask no, they say if you don't ask questions, they say no question is a dumb question. That question right there, I don't believe I don't believe that was necessary, but any more questions?
Okay. We have some comments. Who is this again? Okay. Freedom is in the mind. And the main reason we are not free as a people is because we have no unity.
I agree 100%. I agree 100%. No unity, no allegiance to a state, no loyalty. And see, we need to get that back. We need that unity back. We need that love back. We need us to have allegiance to a state. We got that state right now. United States of America Republic. You got that government right now. So now, since we got that government, what we gonna do? We gonna save our nation? Because this had nothing to do with me. This had nothing to do with me at all. This got something to do with the future generation of our people. So this is the last vote. If the brothers don't get with this, our race can be wiped completely out. Completely out. You see, they got the corona right now going on trying to wipe you out. They telling you that you gotta take this shot. Your government, you were the foreign government that came to your land telling you you a diseased people, and you gotta take these shots, and they forcing it upon the people. But I'm exempt from that. I don't have to take that shot. I'm good because I represent a whole nother government. I'm a non-resident of the U.S. corporation. Here's a good example. What I mean by non-resident. I was apprehended by these people at one point in time. I was detained. I had like 7 different tickets they had. They took me to their police station. They detained me, had me handcuffed and whatnot. I didn't fight them. I just let them do them. But when I got to the police station, I was charged with like fraudulent license plate, fraudulent this, fraudulent that, whatever. And then they told my car, they took my car away. But I told them to call my government. I denied fingerprinting, I denied picture, they didn't do that. And they was like, well, it's gonna take you longer to get in court. I ain't worried about all that. Call my government. They called my government because I had to get my license. And my government had me out of jail like an hour and a half to 2 hours. Look, all charges dismissed. And my bill code was returned. Now, with that being said, they violated my constitutional right. My constitutional right. I ain't talking about nothing they do. Now, guess what? Ching ching. It goes straight to the civil court. Straight getting paid. By law, all law. Now, if we had 2 million people here in Chicago, or 1 million, I wouldn't say 500 people in Indiana, 500 people here in Chicago, in the new Mecca, representing and demonstrating, we'll shut them down just by that alone. I don't care if they take your car, I don't care if you get your ticket, take your ticket. Sign, no recourse. Go to court, not their court. You're going to do that here at the United States of America Republic. You're going to bring them to you. All charges are going to be dismissed because they have no jurisdiction. So now they can't afford to pay 1,000 people $100,000 to $300,000 at one time. They're going to lose their company. But that's what we need to do. And this is the power of having your own government, because you can write your own law. You create them. You uphold them. So you don't have to worry about those children outside playing, because they're the marshal. They're the vice-gerent. They doing their job arresting people that's trespassing against the law or outside of it. So they uphold injustice, and you wouldn't have to worry about that. And yeah, we can arrest police officers too, because we are a national government, and what the national government say goes. And so this is how you know. Don't take my word for nothing. Google the highest ranking governments from the highest to the lowest. National is first. That's us. We the national government. We of the land. That makes us national. 2, federal. 3 is state. We the highest ranking government. So we can arrest whoever breaking the law. Any more questions?
Yeah, we got a ton of questions. And or comments. Hold on here. Excuse me. Someone says, ask me what I am, and I will remain silent. It is not a law to where you have to say what you are or who you are.
Okay. Now, if you don't know your nationality, they're gonna give you one. Like they told the brothers, you black. They ain't even a nationality. They're gonna tell you what you are. So like they tell our people, you black people. So now when you find out what black really means, black means you dead in the eyes of the law, meaning that there's no law protecting you. You didn't say I'm a Moor. You didn't take no flags. It's my land. They took it and they called a shot. So yeah, it's something wrong with telling. It's something wrong with not saying who you are. You want people to know who you are, so they don't label you something. And then the next 10 generations go past, they think they what they was told they were, and they have no power because they deprived themselves of all their power because they were stateless. So yes, that does matter. Being silent is not the key. I can't see the comments.
You ready for the next one?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
I'm ready for all of them.
So Abdiel Ben Levy L from YouTube says, will you speak about being stateless?
When I say stateless, stateless is someone that doesn't have an allegiance to a state. Okay? They do not have an allegiance to a state. So there's no state backing you. That's what I mean when I say stateless. But we have a state backing us, our home state, the United States of America Republic. We inside a law, all law. So all law apply to us. When you are subject or resident or citizen, you're a foreigner. Foreigners are resident. You can't be a foreigner because you're from this land. You look like me. You're not from Africa. That's what they told you. They told you that so you can deprive yourself of the Americas. Not only America, Turtle Island, Maxim, Honduras. These are all part of the Americas. And it's even more. So you part of all of that. You have jurisdiction, Mexico. You part of all of that. So don't deprive yourself of this beautiful land, because Christopher Columbus said he found the land of milk and honey. He wrote that in his diary, the land of milk and honey. When he came here, he wrote in his diary that he landed in Africa, the land of milk and honey. This Africa right here, brother. Just don't let nobody fool you. So we do.
All right. So next, someone says Moor is a European term as well.
No, more is not.
And
who told you that? Who told them that? Can they answer the question? Because we can do our history and research and find out that our people. Let me tell you something. Latin is our original language. And did you know that more than 60% of English is Latin? So maybe they got confused on what more really is. So you do your research and show you that that's not a European term.
Yeah, they said what terminology is more.
That's us. That's us.
Okay. Ramotep Webb from Facebook says, with the correction, does our law have to be under their Gregorian system?
Does what? Repeat that question.
Does our law
have
to be under their Gregorian system?
Of course not them. We are under our own system. We operate, we control everything over here. We control everything over here. Don't nobody control us over here. So of course, if you with your own government, it wouldn't be under their operating under their system. When you under their system, you part of their system. Your birth certificate with them, your license is with them, your registration with you, your registration with them, you working with them. Yeah, you under their system. We not part of their system. We're a whole separate government. So our laws are not under their system. Remember, we're a national government. What we say go, but the national say go is above any law. Federal and state, we're above federal, we're above the state. What we say go.
And a Facebook user says Negro is Latin.
She say what?
Negro is Latin.
It's not pronounced Negro. So she's wrong, incorrect.
Right. Abdiel Ben Levy L YouTube says Article 6 of the Constitution is the Bill of Rights. The treaties stand before the Constitution.
No, the treaty, see, now they're wrong. The treaty is for commerce and trade. That's business, right? What's going to protect the people's rights? Treaties don't protect your rights. Constitution do. Sorry. It don't work, brother. That sound good to someone that don't know. That's impossible. A treaty cannot, and I want everybody that's listening to this video do your research and stop. This is the problem. We got Moors like that don't know the law and think they know. Treaties do not protect the rights of the people. What protects the right of the people? You tell me what protects the right of the citizens? A treaty? That's for commerce and trade. That's business. What they got to do with your rights? If your rights get molested or circumcised, is the treaty going to protect that? Our Constitution protects that. You break a constitutional right, that protects that. Like the U.S. got a constitution. If those people as American or U.S. citizens, constitutional right is broken, that's damage done. Whoever broke that constitutional right is subject to two things: death or imprisonment, if their constitutional right was broken. So a treaty, again, do not protect the rights of the people. A treaty is for commerce and trade. Again, like I said, it sounds good, but that's incorrect.
A Facebook user says, so how are we not considered African?
Okay. Do you look like any of those people in so-called Africa? And if you go to the book they call the Bible, we the tribe of Judah. So you can go to the scripture now, John 1:1. We can prove we the tribe of Judah because it's in the Bible. And we can go to that scripture right now and we can read what that scripture says. So let me pull up John 1:1. I want to read that. And then we're going to go to John 34:10. We're going to read that too.
This Facebook user says, you just said the land is Africa.
I said that because this will resonate with you. Okay, it's a title. It's a title. It resonates with you. If I tell you that it's called Kemet or something like this, I'm gonna confuse you. So I don't want to confuse anyone. But I said, I said that Christopher Columbus said that he landed in Africa, the home of the milk and honey. And I said, this is the East. This is the so-called Africa. That's what I said. So when you rewind this video, you'll see what I just said. I said then. I didn't say it was. But since it would make sense to say it because it'll resonate with you, but I said so-called. So-called Africa don't mean that's what it is called. So-called, like you so-called black. That's what we call colorable term.
And Salima Ellis says there is no valid treaties. And Ramutef Queb says treaty gets broken all the time.
We have the longest unbroken treaty in the world. Our treaty never been broken. And we have a constitution. But treaties do get broken. Look what happened when let's see. Look, okay, that didn't happen to Japan, but what happened to Japan or China was Hiroshima, they dropped the bomb on them. But they didn't even have they had a treaty then. So yeah, their treaty was broken when they dropped that bomb on Hiroshima. But then they got a legislative branch of government. Then the U.S. didn't mess with them no more. Just like what just happened over in I believe it was Afghanistan. I believe they pulled all their troops out of there because them people they ain't have enough treaty no more. They got a legislative branch now. So every troop over there announced on the radio they pulling out and they ain't going back. The war is over with. They've been in the longest war forever. Now it's over with. You understand? So treaty don't mean nothing. Treaty got nothing to do with it. We talking about constitution rights. We ain't talking about no treaty. Treaty don't offer no rights. It ain't no treaty right. It's a constitutional right. Think about what you're saying. Constitutional right. What the hell is a treaty right? That don't make sense. Treaties get broken, like that brother said or sister said, and this is to the brother before that said the treaty protect the people. Treaties get broken, brother. You never heard of a treaty right? Constitutional right though. I mean, the Constitution is the Constitution. It protects the right of the people. Treaties again for commerce and trade and business. That's all business. Okay, yeah, you got the right to do commerce and trade. That's a contract they signed. That's a treaty they signed with our people to do commerce and trade. Okay, but they had a legislative branch, a government. They came with law because our people taught them that. So a few of them taught them the law, taught them the science. So now we forgot the law. We forgot God's law. We thinking that Adam and Eve sinned, ate some apple or some fruit or did something in the Garden of Eden. That's why we going through what we going through. No. You're going through what you're going through because you outside the law. Ain't got nothing to do with what you ate. Nothing to do with that. Ain't nothing to do with what they ate. All you got to do with is you outside the law because you don't have your legislative branch. But we here now. Your government right here. You got to recognize your own free national government. We right here. United States of America Republic. If any more cannot recognize that this is their free national government, they are considered undesirable. Again, God don't love persons or individual people. God loves nations. When you open up the book, the Hebrew, when you open up the Hebrew Bible, the Holy Bible, and whatever other, the Quran and all that stuff, they talk about nations of people, not individual people. It's a nation of people. And God destroyed nations.
And you were looking up a Bible verse earlier. You were looking for a Bible verse.
John 1:1. So let me look John 1:1 up. John 1:1. John 1:1. Now this proves that we are the tribe of Judah, and we are the godly people. So this is gonna prove this right here. John 1:1 prove that. It's loading up now. Give me a minute. And a lot of people on Facebook, when I'm on Facebook or just any other one of these little things, you say something, they always leave a comment. They leave their opinion. That's all it is. And I don't get offended by it. I just think it's funny. We are the gods. We are God, and we are the tribe of Judah. John 1:1 says, in the beginning, the word, in the beginning was the word, and the word was with God, and the word was God. Okay, so the word, when people misconstrue, they think it's Jesus Christ. Incorrect. The word is the tribe of Judah, the children of God. The word was God, the word with God, the word was God, the word was with God, the word is God. That is us. John 1:1 tell you that. We are the Christ. It's not who Christ is, it's what Christ is. The great I am. The great I am. That's us. We the word. So we the tribe of Judah. So in the Bible, when it talks about those godly people, Lot and Ruth, those are godly people. So we godly people, we divine people. And also, to prove that further, Christ stated, did not write isn't it written in the covenant that you all are gods? So we are the tribe of Judah. We're the descendants. We're the bloodline of those people. So we are those gods. We are God. We wrote that Bible for the Caucasian or the Albion to abide by. For the Albions to abide by. They the ones that was in the Garden of Eden, not you. They were your slaves in the Garden of Eden. They disobeyed your law. They started hiding from you. You chased them to the carcass mouth, quarantine. Because they were so bad, they were so negative, eating and killing things. That's all they ever did. So we chased them out of the Garden of Eden and quarantined them in the carcass mouth. That's where they got Caucasian. That's where the car came from in the Asian. The Caucasian. That's where it came from. So we are the gods. Go to John 1:1. You can also go to John, I believe it's 10:34. Let me check it out. John 10:34. Let me see if this may, yeah, right here. This is it right here. This is what Christ says. John 10:34. Go to your Bible. I'm not looking this up. You go to any Bible. Go to the Holy Quran. Same thing. Only different. They changed some names, right? It says, Jesus answered them. And I just said this. Is it not written in the laws? I have said you all are gods. And that's the New Testament. That's the New International Version. Then you go to the New Living Translation. It says Jesus replied, is it written in your own scriptures that God said to certain leaders of the people, I say you are gods? See, you got to remember, it's not, people have been so educated, and they have a lot of opinions that's not even really their opinion, because they've been so educated. Those opinions are based on what they learn in school, the indoctrination. So that's not a natural thought for them. They hypnotized. They're some type of spell to think otherwise. And to think you don't need a state to set you free. Who's going to protect you when you go to court? When you go to the courtroom, they say that you are a ward of the state. And they say this, the state of Indiana versus James Thunder. And then sometime at the bottom say, and the people. So you go into court versus the state and the people, and you think you're going to win. Even if you do win, what you do for your nation of people. Because the next brother or sister that's going to look like you may not win that same case. And yet you're still billing their corporation. What about billing your own corporation? Paying your own taxes to your people. You know, we always complain about, oh, they ain't fixing these houses. They ain't doing this. Okay, of course, that's their house. They ain't got to do what they ain't got to do that. That's their stuff. You stay in their stuff. But what about getting our own stuff? Building for our people. Building our government. Having our police out there. Having our children, the judges in our courts, not theirs. You know what I'm saying? Having our own airline, having our own bus station. So you stop building their stuff. What's wrong with that? See, one thing about the so-called black man, he's been conditioned to believe that he had to sit there and wait. He's been conditioned to believe to wait for Jesus Christ to come and save him for his sins that he could commit. And as long as you wait and you ain't doing nothing about it, you're going to always be a subject. That's one thing we don't do as Moorish Americans. We don't sit and wait for nobody. We ain't waiting for them to pass some legislative law to help us. We pass some laws over to help us.
Okay, so we have a question. It is, he is a dirty Moor.
Who's a dirty Moor?
You. Question.
I'm a dirty Moor?
There's a question. Are you a dirty Moor?
Question to me?
Yeah, it's a question to you.
My brother, I'm a godly man. I'm not dirty. I learned from a godly man. My president, C. Cannon Bay. President C. Cannon Bay. A godly man. Ain't no dirty Moors over here. We teaching truth. All truth. And see, this is what's wrong with the so-called Negro in America, or black man in America today. When his brother that look like him tell him the truth, he say we lying or we dirty. He despised the truth. That's what's wrong with our brother. They've been that conditioned to believe that his own brother will manipulate him, but when he's been manipulated by this so-called white man for over 500 years. Islam. So my president, C. Cannon Bay, he teaches us the truth. He teaches us that we now citizens of the United States. We now citizens. We not residents. We non-residents. And what he telling us is real because we've already hit our court cases. We've already showed our justice. They ain't mess with us. Now, sovereign, let me say this before I go any further. Because some Moors are dirty. That's why people got traveling cars. A lot of Moors got traveling cars. When that's disobedient to the law. That is breaking the law. That's a trespasser of the law. A traveling car? What is that for? You're supposed to follow the law. All law. And a traveling car was breaking all law. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing. Those fake license plates, you're breaking the law. If it's not issued to you by a state, then you broke the law. Your home state, if those license plates are issued to you by your home state, then you broke the law. They fraudulent. Or that ID, or that driver license, or that birth certificate. Come on. So there's no dirty Moors over here. We follow nothing but the law over here. But there are dirty Moors out there. This is where confusion comes in at. Because a lot of you think you need traveling cars. What you need is a driver's license. Let me tell you how this works. I was in court. I had a court date on the 18th of this month. After they announced my name, the first question the judge said, let me guess. You wasn't driving, you was traveling, huh? That's what he said. He tried to set me up to think I was going to use that BS UCC code that them sovereign people use, trying to get away and break the law. No, I was driving, brother. But I got a license issued to me by my home state, the United States of American Republic. And I ain't say nothing from that point. So I ain't breaking no law. And what happened? They had to get rid of all of it. The judge left the room. He didn't even come back. He didn't want to be in there for that. There was no charges brought against me. But if I would have said, yeah, I was traveling, UCC code, blah, 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 blah. You know, I had 7 tickets. And mind you, I didn't even stop for the police until I got to the state building, to the United States of American Republic. I drove 2 blocks without stopping at all. I didn't get charged for that. Ain't that like escape? Ain't that fleeing an officer? Come on, I didn't stop until I got home. Safely. All they got thrown out. So ain't nobody dirty up here. We follow law. All law.
Would you like me to share your USAR email address? Because I just shared the usar.gov.us website link.
Yes, good. Beautiful.
Okay.
Most definitely share my email, share that link, and for the people that this message resonate with, email me, go onto the main website, proclaim your nationality. It's free. It's free. See, some of these dirty Moors will charge you 30, 40, 50, 60, but it's free. Get your driver's license with USAR. Get your car registered with USAR. Get your title. Get your insurance. Get everything with your government.
Go in there when you do that.
Break away from the corporation, the U.S. corporation. Break away from that. Because slavery didn't end in 1863 or 1864. It didn't end. Yeah, you probably was free. You was probably free for when they passed that 13th Amendment. You was free for about 4 years, 3 to 4 years. But then you put yourself back in that position because you didn't say this is my land. You didn't claim your stuff. So they ran with it. They used what you taught them to keep you oppressed, and law don't apply to you because it can't apply to you because those are foreigners that's not of the land. So they law ain't law to them. That's fraudulent. It's only law for their citizens and their residents. And that's the majority of the people that look like me.
Okay.
But yeah, share that email.
I got it.
Share that website.
I got both of them. Just want your permission first.
Oh, no. Most definitely share that. This is how we get the word out. We need people to read this website. And when you guys go to our website, read the first 3 pages and the last 2 of the Constitution. And like I said, real freedom is when you're able to write and create your own laws. We do that right here at USAR, United States of American Republic. We create our own laws. Don't nobody write our laws but us. And everybody bound by these laws to abide by, even the so-called U.S. government, the federal government, and the state, and like I said, the state government. Everybody bound to abide by these laws. So we national. It's a big difference.
So someone on Facebook, a Facebook user says, during the time of those treaties, the commerce was us from Africa. So any person that is a descendant of the trade are not citizens because the U.S. Constitution did consider us human. So we need unity and to study history.
Okay. Again, you had 600 tribes over here. This is the so-called Africa they're talking about. And you had over 600 tribes over here. They look like you and I. Okay. And when those foreigners came over here, we debated. Not debated, we got smaller students. And we don't know if they, for sure, they were murdered all off or they scattered them out. Okay. But they were bringing people from so-called Africa over here. And they was taking some of our people from over here and taking them over there too, towards the, Asia, Africa, Europe, and other places. They were doing that too. But our people been here. We got mounds over here. We got pyramids over here bigger than the ones in Mexico. Bigger than the ones in Africa. That means we've been over here already first. You understand? So we've been here longer than anybody. We've been here longer than any other race of people. Everybody over here are foreigners. Everybody come from somewhere else over here that's named foreigner.
Facebook user says, so you Asiatic?
That's a good question.
It wasn't no question mark or period. I don't know if that's a question or a statement.
Oh, statement.
I'm not sure.
Statement.
There's no punctuation. Question mark.
Okay.
No.
So we're gonna wait. We're gonna wait and see if it's a question or a statement.
All right.
I'm a Moorish American. I am a Moorish American. So when I wear my fez, with my royal top bush, I'm not faking it. I am a Moorish American. I'm not Moorish conscious. I show you my license. I show you. I even show my registration. I show everything. You see what this card say? See, we got a temple too. I'm a public minister as well. Here is my driver's license. The province, God land is the province, not the state of. Those are corporations. So my government issued me that. I'm a Moorish American.
Who exactly in your government issued that license?
Secretary of State.
And who is the Secretary of State?
You can go to the Secretary of State website right now. Travis Austin Bay. Go to the website right now. Put that name in Google. Put it in Google. Travis Austin Bay. Pull it up. You'll see who this is for the United States of America Republic. Go to look. Pull it up. Travis Austin Bay. Go to Google right now. Put that in there. You're gonna see the staff. This ain't no game. See, a lot of people think it's a game. And if it is a game, then we win it. We winning over here, for sure. but this is our way of life. Governing is our way of life. Because in the Bible, we go back to the Bible, God said we have dominion over this planet. And don't believe me, look it up. Dominion means to govern. And to subdue this earth. That means to control and multiply. So our religion is governing.
Okay, for the record, I'm used to being able to pull up share screen. Right now, I just realized the share screen is the Zoom meeting. So yeah, based on that, y'all have to do your own homework. I do see this website, USAR.SOS.gov.us. Secretary of State Travis Austin Bay is pictured. I will tell y'all that much.
That's correct. That's correct. And I'm gonna pull up on my screen because I want them to look at this.
I think you can share screen.
I don't know if I can share screen, but I have another device in my hand.
Okay, and then I would probably have to give you permissions because I set up the Zoom meeting, but it'll work out.
So they can go look at what our Secretary of State is. So
William on Facebook says, I beat all cases by traveling. To be exact, 7 cases by traveling. It's the law! Exclamation mark point.
Okay, let me say this real fast. Let me say this now. I have to say this. I said this earlier. I'm not sure if this brother just came on. Okay, but
I think so.
He just came on. Okay.
And he also said your auto should be under your trust.
Okay, before I answer any of the questions or say anything to respond to that, I want to show you this. I want to show your crowd, the people, our Secretary of State website. That way they get a chance to see what we're talking about. Okay. One moment here. But as I'm doing it, I guess I can multitask. Repeat that first question. I'm gonna go with that first question first. What did he say? He beat some cases.
He beat all 7 cases by way of traveling.
By way of traveling. Okay, cool. Okay. Now, I'm not saying you can't win no cases like that. That's not what I said. But what did you do for your nation, the people? Because I know I'm more. What you do for your nation, the people, brother? Because I know people right now that didn't win no cases, and they use them UCC codes and travel codes. So we talking about a nation of people, not an individual person. Again, see, this is what we're talking about. You talking about an individual person. I just said earlier, God does not like individual people. God loves nations.
He says person is a corporation.
I'm sorry, he said what?
Person is a corporation.
As an individual person, that's what I said. God don't like that. God loves nations. Did you hear what I just said, brother? You talking too fast. Or maybe I'm talking too fast. Let me slow down. Now, again, you won the case. What did you do for your nation of people? So if your son got the same case you got, is he going? See, he may not win that case. Why? Why he may not win that case? Because they can do whatever they want when they want to do it. They might let you win that case. But what you do for your nation, your son may not win that case. Your daughter may not win the case. Your uncle and auntie and brothers and sisters may not win the case like you did, which they don't. You need a nation backing you, brother. A state backing you, brother. So you can win an individual case. I have too. Before I proclaim my nationality, I won a case too. But what I do for my nation, the people's what count. Because I know brothers right now still getting hit and going to jail. So you win the case. Okay, great. That's beautiful, brother. Islam. But what you do for your nation, the people.
And right quick, the Facebook user's question is, so you Asiatic? That's a question. It was a question. They confirmed.
I'm a Moorish American. I just answered that question.
Okay. And William says, are you a national?
Most definitely I'm a national. What makes me a national? I have allegiance to a state, the United States of America Republic. Of course, I showed you my national ID. I'm exempt from the U.S. laws.
And
I'm exempt from their code.
Facebook user says, where's the embassy?
Woo, boy. Let me take my hat off. Let me take my roll top brush off this. We have some beautiful questions, man. Where is the embassy? Only in America. All right. Let me ask a question to that question. Is it a sister or a brother? Which one?
Hold on. The brother. They on my Karma Did What Facebook group page, so they're showing up as Facebook users.
See, like I said, we nationals, we free. Okay. Now, for
do you know your video went out?
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Okay.
Give me a second. One moment.
Right quick, while you do that, Keith, I'm gonna need you to contact me. Here go my information right here. My email address is in there. And actually, because my stuff is public any daggone way, here go my phone number. I need you to call me. I appreciate you. Call me. Hold on right quick, guest. Appreciate you. Not guest, Mustafa Shabazz L. Few moments, please. Keith, I need you to call me. You be in my comment section on YouTube. Call me. And don't nobody do no daggone crazy stuff. I know Keith's voice. Don't play on my phone because I will block you. I don't have no problems. And my phone number is public. So don't think this is a gift because my phone number been on social media. I got a whole business. My information is listed on irs.gov. I have a contractor with the IRS. So my Tisha Nicole Thompson, that's my name. That's me. That and my phone number and my address is listed on irs.gov. It ain't private. It ain't no secret. Keith, I need you to call me. I appreciate you, hun. I appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, God. All right. And until I hear from you, I'm not sharing more of your comments. How about that? All right. So you are sharing. Yes.
To answer that question, he said, where's the embassy? See, we broke away from the Morocco embassy because those are controlled by kings and queens. So those slaves and everybody in the embassy, we free. We got a constitution. That's why I got the constitution in front of you. See this constitution? We are free. Okay? So you got to know your history, brother. Beautiful questions, though.
Gratitude. William says, show them the law. I'm a people, not a person. The nation of people can win the same case as long as your status is corrected.
Absolutely
and correct. He says my nation is my family. It's called status correction. And with the status correction and proper standing, we all have the right to travel without infringement from anyone.
Incorrect.
And
that's incorrect.
Shortly after that, we're going to bring in a guest, an admin from my page to speak.
That's fine.
As well.
That's fine, but that's incorrect. See, I thought this brother was intelligent. Now he threw me off. Because he is correct when he says a nation of people. But what? You gotta have two things to be a nation of people. What two things you gotta have, brother? Because I just said it earlier. You gotta have two things to be a nation. And if you ain't got no state, you ain't no nation. You gotta have a state. My state issued me my driver's license, not the state of. My state issued this. The United States of America Republic issued this, not the state of. That's my home state right here. And so mine say Wisconsin province on it. I'm in New Mecca. I'm in the province of Illinois. I could be in the province of California, in the province of Oregon. I never have to change this. It stay the same way. But wherever you go, you got to go get from state to state a whole new life, turn one in, get a different for that state. That's what you got to do. This is freedom right here, brother. So if a state didn't issue you no license, then you can't be, you don't have no state backing you. You're not a national. Stop claiming that. You can be a national. Come on. But all that other stuff, you got to stop lying to yourself. And you talking about you don't need no driver's license, you breaking the law. You don't need that from nobody? Okay. Eventually we'll get to that point. Eventually we will get to that point. But as of now, you're going to need that license to follow this law. That's anybody's law. If you're in the state of and you got that driver's license, you got to abide by that law. If you don't have a driver's license and you still you just more conscious, you still you can go get your birth certificate right now from them people. You can order a birth certificate, they still got you on file. My government got my birth certificate. So when I order my birth certificate, I order from them. They still got your stuff on file. Stop playing. See, this is what I mean by dirty Moors. They tell some truth, but then they twist it on you. But see, I learned from the best, brother. You ain't gonna fool me. You can't fool me with the law. I'm with God. You can't fool me with that. It don't work. But I love you. But you need to come home. You need to get on. That's all you need to do. Come and get this real law. Because right now, all this stuff don't mean nothing. But as a nation of people, yes. But a nation of people gotta have a state. Ain't no nation of people without no state. So you stateless. You outside of the law. Come home. Get this driver's license. Get your license. Get your car registered. Come on. Stop playing. And again, no offense, I love all y'all. No offense, but I'm with God. I'm with God, and I got the best teacher. God ordained C. Canterbury to be my teacher. So I know he ain't lied about nothing. See, that's one thing about the dirty Moors. We know the truth. So you can tell that somebody don't know, he gonna agree. But I know. You ain't gonna trick me with that. You keep that to yourself. That's incorrect. Incorrect information. That's why we're a government. I'm at the government building now. We controlling stuff over here.
Okay, so at this time, I am going to have what Facebook and YouTube would call my admin come on. He is known as my sharer, he says. And this is Abdiel Ben Levy L. I am going to unmute his mic. Welcome again to the platform. This is your second time here. It's good to see you around here instead of in the comments. Even though y'all good in the comments, I love y'all in the comments. It's good to see when y'all come up here though.
All right.
Peace to the Emperor. How are you this evening?
Peace to the Empress. I'm doing well. You know, just getting tired of people bashing our people. I got receipts on the USAR. Go to Eric Ingram Bay's page on Facebook and ask him why he dropped out and started his own government. Tell that boy to shut up. I'm too
Hold on. He can't hear you actually. Hold on. Hold on. This is my platform. This is my platform.
Yeah, do what you do. But I'm
first of all,
hold
on. Okay, he is muted himself. Mustafa Shabazz L has muted himself. I have muted Abdiel Ben Levy L. Because the guest, Mustafa, is in a Zoom meeting, he cannot hear you. He can only hear me because I'm the host and the Zoom is streaming from my device. So if you want to speak to him, I have to relay the message or unless I can get him to turn on his YouTube or Facebook and volume and hear the conversation. And then in Facebook and YouTube, there is a delay. So if you present him with a question, he's going to pause. It's going to appear like a pause because he don't hear you. For a minute. And then if y'all talk over each other, you're not even gonna hear. So we're gonna see how this go. And again, everyone, this is my first time with this Zoom on my platform as a guest. So we're gonna see how this works, how to work this out. Gratitude. I appreciate everyone's patience. Mustafa Shabazz L, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. Are you able to hear the guest Abiel Ben Levy L? Because he was talking before you muted your mic. Did you hear him at any time?
No.
Okay. So I think it sounds like you're playing the YouTube or Facebook video, so you can hear him. All right, very good. All right. That's what I told him.
Yes.
All right. So Abdiel Ben Levy L, he can hear you now.
Peace, God. Peace. Islam. I come in peace, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, and I'm going to leave in peace. I have receipts. White Irk Ingram Bell, Irk Ingram Graham Bay, Lee, USAR, and formed his own tribe. Because I know he was, I got receipts. Next, before the Constitution for the Iroquois, from the Iroquois Federation, gave the United States of America.
Wait,
there's an echo also.
He's got two devices on, so you're gonna have to. He'll have to.
Yeah, that's the only thing he can hear you. So Abdiel Ben Levy L. You have receipts. Are your receipts visual? Okay. Can you?
Ask him. Does he know Irk Ingram?
Well, what does his receipt state?
Do you know
Mustafa, Irk Ingram?
You know Irk Ingram?
I know he knows it because Irk formed his own government.
He said no. Abdiel, he said no.
Okay, good enough. Good enough. I'll check the receipt. And can you tell me?
He said, "What about him?" Abdiel, what about
him? He left the USAR and formed his own tribe.
He said he left the USAR and formed his own tribe.
I know it for a fact. I got his phone number.
Now, the brother.
Now let me. I'm not through. Let me finish. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying with dirty Moors? They don't know how to dialogue. You just talk, bro. Let me go.
Hold on. Excuse me. Not you, Mustafa. Abdiel, I already told you there's a delay. He cannot. By the time he responds and you're moving on, it sounds like he's not communicating. But he's by the time he's on a delay. So I already shared that. If we can't manage the delay, and Abdiel, he can't even hear you, and the pace at which you speaking, I am not going to be able to. So Abdiel, you probably have to call me. Actually, so we can. This is what we're gonna do. Abdiel, can you call me, but still keep your image on the screen? Can you do that? You got another. Can you call me? I'm waiting on my phone to ring. Mustafa, while he does that, what were you saying?
I said he started his own tribe. He left the United States of America Republic, he said, which like I said, the name don't ring a bell. When he started his own tribe, his tribe is still on the federal law. See, that's what I'm saying. So all tribes are under the federal law, all of them.
I'm here.
So no.
Okay, so what's your next question, Abdiel? Was the Hold on, Abdiel. Say that again. I need you to say it to me in the phone. Again, please. Gratitude.
You guys hold on for one moment. I have my phone out of charge on the charger. So once you get the question from him, ask me. I'm going to grab me a seat real fast.
Gratitude. Repeat that question for me one more time. Okay, what was the name? The Constitution for what? No, you said United States for America?
Are you talking to me?
No. Hold on, Abdiel. Hold on. He said, was the Constitution for the United States of America formed under the Iroquois Confederation?
United States of who?
United States for America.
I don't understand the question. Was the United States for America formed under what?
Abdiel, what's the question again?
See, let me say this. I understand what he's saying. I see what he's trying to say. Okay. I believe he's saying the United States of America Republic.
For the United States of America, out of, for.
No.
Not of. Abdiel, text me your questions or put them in the comment section. I appreciate you. Gratitude.
Ask his brother, how do you confer a nationality? That's my question for him. How do you confer a nationality?
Abdiel in the studio, can you hear me? Abdiel.
I'm gonna keep my question.
Okay, he can't. Either way, William
how do you
says
nationality? I'll keep my questions real.
He is not in the studio. He's gonna have to reconnect. William says, congressional record, June 13th, 1967. A citizen of the United States is a civilly dead entity operating as a co-trustee and co-beneficiary of the PCT, the private constructive Sesjuke Trust of U.S. Inc. under the 14th Amendment, which upholds the debt of the USA and U.S. Incorporated. By your state. I don't know what the rest of that is.
Okay, so a U.S. citizen is a corporate citizen, a juridical entity, a slave. Okay, that's for the U.S. We now for the U.S. That has nothing to do with me, but it do have something to do with most of our people, and that's what we're trying to do, is to get you to understand that you are a slave with that corporation. So what you need to do is proclaim your nationality with the United States of America Republic, so that you can leave slavery and start building your nation, run your government, make your laws, create and write your own laws, have true freedom.
Michelle Ward on
love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
Michelle Ward on Facebook says black is a nationality for reparations in this country.
Tell Michelle she's incorrect. Black is not a nationality. German is a nationality. Polish is a nationality. Those are nationality. Black only means that you're dead in the eyes of the law. Black, African, these are not nationality. What is her nationality? She black? That's not a nationality. She need to read civics. Tell her to read a civics book. She can hear me, or she can hear me from YouTube. What you need to do, my sister, is learn civics. And you'll understand that black is not a nationality. Look it up. You can just look this up. Black is not a nationality. Black only means you're in the eyes of the law. That's it. And since you outside the law, again, like I said earlier, this is why people are subjects to the abuse from this foreign cops, this foreign nation, and they're not even getting they're not crying because they're not breaking the law. You breaking the law. Our brothers and sisters breaking the law. Whether you like what I'm saying or not, you breaking the law. You supposed to have your own government. You supposed to be creating and writing your own law. You supposed to have a legislative branch. You supposed to be a national citizen of the United States of America Republic. But you are outside the law, disobedient to it. Disobedient to the law, and then when you get pulled up by the foreigner that charge you taxes on your own land, which you pay you taxes on your land, not you pay them. But since you ignorant to the law, I mean, it's just what it is. You don't get slapped on the hand because you didn't know or you didn't understand. You're ignorant to it, you just ignorant to it. It's just what it is. But when you hear it, don't run from it. Listen. Don't quick to say we lying. Just listen. Because nothing else work for you. Nothing else work. Jesse Jackson ain't got y'all free. Farrakhan ain't got you free.
Let me go back out.
Martin Luther King didn't get you free. None of the people got you free. And if you go to the Skull of Bones on YouTube, look it up. You'll see most of them people's getting paid. Their names on there. They getting paid to mislead you. That's why they was calling you black and Negro and African. They that's what they were doing. They was getting paid. Their campaigns are being paid for by the Albion. So y'all been misled by y'all leaders.
And Abdiel bin Levy L is here. He's here. He's gonna make some statements, and then if you are now, earlier there was an echo. If you're able, Mustafa, to turn that volume down while listening, that might help, or have an earpiece. All right. All right. Okay.
I'm too close to it. I'm too close.
Exactly. Yeah. Okay. Gratitude. Abdiel, welcome back. And so, Abdiel, what is it you want to share?
Peace to the gods. Peace to the gods. Islam, I come in peace, and I'm going to leave in peace. Now, what I want to know from this young man.
Now, I got a question for this brother. Because he asked me so many questions.
Golly, I can't get out.
Mustafa.
Shut up.
Abdiel.
He like brother polite, man.
Abdiel.
I'm a chill.
Abdiel, you're not going to tell anybody on this platform to shut up.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
I don't like being interrupted.
And also, we are not going to speak of Brother Polite on this, not today. This is not Brother Polite's area today. You want to speak to Mustafa Shabazz L, you can do so. Now, you can do so on this platform, or his email address is here. So he's made that available. Also, I'd like to say, you spoke on communication. There's no way you're going to be able to communicate with anyone, and in your opening, you tell them to shut up. I think we're here for solutions. If there's a such thing as a dirty Moor and a good Moor, a bad Moor, all that stuff, this would be a great place to settle some of that and clean it up. Abdiel, you don't look like you working on wanting to clean anything up right now. I muted your mic.
I just want to say something.
Go ahead,
quickly.
please.
Now, we just having a conversation. We don't need to be getting angry and upset and all irate for no reason. Now, if there's some things you disagree with what I'm saying, I'm following the law. So since I'm following the law, that means you the liar. I'm not the one lying. So I'm not angry with what you're saying. I'm backing it up with the law. And since you get angry, how do you confer? My question to you is, how do you confer nationality?
Okay.
How do you confer nationality?
Abdiel, how do you confirm nationality?
How do you confirm it?
How do you confer? You, Abdiel.
How do I confer nationality?
By law.
No, by law.
By law, you have to make a declaration, a proclamation with an affidavit. Don't come at me. I'm an ill.
So that way everybody can see that these dirty Moors are dirty. And they're all about currency, money. So if he tell you anything different from what I'm going to tell you, then this conversation can be over with. We don't need to go no further. Because one thing we don't need to do is be lying to the people.
All right. So at this time, Mustafa, I'm going to have him make his statement if he still wants to.
Is he going to answer my question? How do you confirm nationality? I asked so many questions. He can't answer that one.
I thought he did. Abdiel, he answered it.
What did he say?
Abdiel, what you say?
Proclaim or declare it.
Proclaim or declare.
Wait, what? See what I'm saying? He keeps interrupting and won't let me get through.
There's a delay, Abdiel. I just need you to say what you're going to say so I can repeat it because he can hear me real time. He hears me real time. So you can stay on the phone or you can work with the knowledge of there is a delay. And based on, I also asked him to work on the volume. I asked Mustafa to work on his volume so it does not be an interruption. He may not even have it up. Who knows? He's in a Zoom meeting. Only person he can hear real time is me because I'm the host. He hears my voice through the Zoom meeting. He don't hear me through the studio like everybody else. So we're going to work together just with that right there or not.
Let me apologize for being so uptight. Let me calm down a little bit because it's about peace, love. It's about love and peace. And I don't want to offend no one. I do apologize for being a little uptight. So let me
what I know is, right now what I know is when it comes to Moors, dirty or not, the Moors that are on this love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, I'm talking to them right now. I've spoken to them before. And I think I know that both of you are on the love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. Islam. So far in this conversation, I've not heard the five being represented. I've not heard it being demonstrated. I would like to, from this point on, see and or hear in some way, fashion, communicated the love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice.
My sister, I thought I was giving out love, peace, truth, freedom, and justice.
Well, actually, I'm not. In reality, I heard a laugh and or a snicker a few times at people's questions. I heard some contradiction of there is no such thing as a dumb answer or bad answer, a question or a dumb question or bad question. Well, and then you in turn said that you think that question was unnecessary. Well, and also there's a time when you said you were open to all questions. You were ready for the questions. So again, I have not seen demonstrated love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice from either one of you yet. I would like to see both of you demonstrate that. If neither one of you can demonstrate that, you will fall into the realm of the Moors that I can't listen to. Because if they can't first demonstrate the love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice, they can't say anything else to me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Let's move on.
So at this time, Abdiel Ben Levi El is going to make his statements. Uninterrupted would be love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. And then when he is done, I'm going to mute his mic again, and you will have the floor. Gratitude. Abdiel Ben Levi El.
Gratitude, my empress. Am I going to be able to ask a couple questions?
Abdiel, what's your statement? What's your statements?
The information he is giving out is false.
Do you have receipts, Abdiel? In love,
well,
do you have receipts?
Oh, yes.
In truth, do you have receipts?
Yes. It's at the Library of Congress.
Platform, do you have receipts?
Hold on. I'm going to just ask a couple
questions. In freedom of I'm going to speak on my platform, do you have receipts?
I mean, you can go to the Library of Congress. I don't have the website to share the screen on the cell phone, Joy. You know I'm going through technical difficulties.
Excuse me. What is it you want to share, Abdiel? Because I'm fed up with both of y'all. Real talk.
Through the Library of Congress.
Okay.
Which you can go on the website.
Of
course. The Bill of Rights was written before the Constitution for the United States of America, because the United States of America started as that, and then it changed into a corporation. July 15th, 1925. You can go get it yourself.
All right.
And it was originated through and from the Iroquois Confederation, which the Bill of Rights has Article 6. All treaties stand before the Constitution. So unless you are abiding by the Bill of Rights, the Constitution has nothing to do with Moors. We stand on the Bill of Rights. They must honor the treaties first. Point blank, period. Anybody teaching a Moor about Constitution before the Bill of Rights, I consider a dirty Moor and understudy. Treaties stand before everything. The only thing that is equal, which the Bill of Rights, is the contract between the Sultan of Morocco and George Washington. But then when George Washington was said to cut down the cherry tree, he tried to institute the Constitution before the Bill of Rights. Chopping down the cherry tree was chopping down this right here. I fly mine. If you can tell me I'm not telling the truth, I'm not above correction. But you can't do that, Mo. Islam. And their rights, we gave them hybrid Europeans because of dirty Moors wanting to secure fiat, and their women, because there were dirty Moors over here with Slavic women in their harem. Yes, they were doing them, and that's what made those so-called, whatever you want to call them, I don't know what you call them. I don't know what race they call them now. Crossbreeds, interracials, or whatever. I yield.
Gratitude. Mustafa, you have the floor. I appreciate you, Mustafa.
All right, I hear you, Mustafa. I have a question. how is nationality conferred by law? I don't believe that question was answered. So
you said how is nationality conferred by the law?
That's correct.
Okay. Abdi, how is nationality conferred by the law?
Whose law? Our law or the law that the Moors conveyed to the hybrid Europeans, the squatters? Or how do you come up under the treaty? Affidavit must be disputed by, you got to start with that affidavit of truth, which can be a declaration or a proclamation. But you have to have someone, a living soul, one of we the people, not a person. A person is a business. I'm well versed in that law dictionary, bro. You don't want to come that route. People to people make contracts. There's 7 principles in contracts made between living souls. First, you must prove you are a living soul. I support when going to do this process, you get your certificate of live birth, not your birth certificate, because the birth certificate is no more than a title to a car. Someone has to be an owner, which an owner is not an owner. You really want to be the beneficiary. Own nothing, control everything. Nice with trust law too, bruh. Don't come here thinking you got an old man that's a dumb. You must hold on. Let me go.
No, you're not gonna say he didn't never say you was an old man that did nothing. Can we answer the question? Are you gonna answer the question?
I support you get your trust in line with the de facto. Then write your affidavit, which you can make it a proclamation or a declaration. Either or is suffice in the court of law. You put it on public record, which I also support that you publish it 3 weeks in a row. Make it publicly known. If nobody rebuts your affidavit and can prove it wrong, affidavit, declaration, proclamation, it stands in a court of law.
My sister,
you ain't gonna get me on
the question can't be answered. It's fine.
He's and Mustafa. This is his answer.
Now,
yeah, if you would continue, please.
If nobody rebuts your public notice, which is in an affidavit form, which is a declaration or a proclamation, it stands as law. And then you can secure that under a trust. And if anybody steals from you, damages your property, damages your property, steals your property, harms your body, or kills you, someone can make a claim on your estate, because if you're dead, you can't claim. So you must have a beneficiary, which is trust law. Now, if you're stateless and you're a ward of the state does that, which most people think a last will and testament is good. No, you have to go through probate court. With a trust, you do not go through probate court. And you can't have a trust unless you control everything and own nothing. I yield the floor.
Gratitude. Mustafa, for the audience, it sounds like there's a disagreement on how to confer law. Is that correct? Could you tell us how you say, I mean, not law, confer nationality?
Yes, yes. In order to confer nationality, you must confer nationality by law through your home state. Only state can issue a nationality. And how they keep track of who their nationals are, they legislate it into their laws. A temple cannot confer nationality because it's not a state body. They act as a municipality, but they're not a state body. They cannot confer nationality. Only a Secretary of State from a state, your home state, can do that. That is by law.
Gone. Now, I know for a fact, on record, I know for a fact, Abdiel did not say anything about a temple and conferring nationality. For fact. So why are we discussing temples and nationality?
I'm not saying.
In the same statement.
I'm not saying that he said that. A lot of Moors tell the people that they are conferring their nationality when they sign up through the temple.
Okay, my question to you was, how do you do it? Not what are the myths. Okay, and I didn't ask you what the myths were. No, hear me out. I didn't ask, look, Mustafa. You asked him, how do you confer? It sounded like there was a disagreement. So I asked you, how do you confer?
And I explained to you.
And that's it.
This is not just for him. This is for the listener.
Okay.
So they know the correct way. So a lot of people are being misled thinking it's through a temple.
We heard you.
Why I said that. So you do it through your home state.
We heard that.
Your home state confer. So that
and people say,
properly.
Okay.
So since those people didn't confer their nationality through their home state, which is the United States of America Republic, they are Moorish conscious. That's it. They're still subjects and residents of the U.S. Because you can go, like I said earlier, you can go and get their birth certificate. They can order a birth certificate from the union. The U.S. is a union, a corporation. They can still get it, still on record. All you gotta do is call and get it.
So
this is what I'm talking about.
This document he's holding up is false because he did not get it through the United States of America Republic. Is that what you're saying?
It's false because his home state didn't confer it, and his home state would be the United States of America Republic. That is correct, and that's the only state that can issue you nationality. It's through a home state, not through a temple. So if he confers nationality, where did he confer it at? Who gave him the nationality? Show me, because only a state can do that by law. Who issued the nationality card to him? Because it is invalid. This is what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's fraudulent ID. No offense. Only with love. It's fraudulent ID. And if he has a nationality card, who issued it? Because that's incorrect.
Okay.
A home state by law.
Mustafa,
no temple can do that.
We heard you. I'm going to ask him. A few moments, please. Abdiel, who issued you your nationality card?
My private nation.
His private nation issued him his nationality card.
Now, Joy, may I ask you a question? Have you seen my passport through the United States of America as a Tennessean? I am a national through the state of Tennessee. Did I show you a receipt?
Private nation. What is that?
I'm a Tennessean, bruh. I'm a Tennessean. Here, what do you need? United States of America. With the kufi on.
And
with
again,
the government.
Like I said, nationality is conferred through home state.
I'm a Tennessean, dude. I'm a Tennessean.
Okay, hold on,
Tennessee is a country. Each state is a country within inside itself, within inside the jurisdiction of the United States. You're not going to get over. There it is.
Abiel, he said if you didn't get your nationality card through USAR, then it's fraudulent.
Who?
You.
I bet you I can cross the border. I bet you I can get on a plane. And I bet you the police can't touch me where I'm at with the United States of America national card.
He says your ID is fraudulent.
Which one?
Your nationality card is fraudulent because you didn't get it from USAR. Do you hear me?
Try it. See, there's where I go. You didn't get it from them and send them the money. The fiat is fraudulent.
You heard me. Okay.
Fake Morse. That one's real too.
Mustafa, he said his documents are real.
They accept them. I can use either or.
He said he can cross the border.
Okay, my sister, again, by law, he may have documents from a tribal unit, okay? But the tribal unit is still under federal law. Federal control.
Okay, hold on right quick.
They sack chasers.
Is this under federal law? I mean, federal law, Abiel?
Which one?
Tribal. Which one? Are either one of them under federal law?
Federal law. The federal law is just a corporate entity. Now this is under my tribe. This one. Where's the camera getting it, Joy? I can't.
Right, we got it. Yep, right there. Over.
Right there.
Nope, the other way. Come on, some more. Come towards your
red
lamp.
Fingerprint.
Scoot over towards your lamp. Go the other direction.
Okay, I see it. Hold on. Let me scoot this over. I'm on the computer too, watching.
It's all right. Can we see the document what you're talking about? If you're gonna show it.
Gosh, it's delaying. I'm looking at it on the computer.
It's all right. Take your time.
Let me get this. You know I'm having technical difficulties, Joy. I apologize.
Okay, you don't have to. Just he said USAR didn't issue it, so it's fraudulent. That's what Mustafa Shabazz said.
That's them bag chasers. That's why Eric left and formed his own tribe. You want Eric's number? I'll give it to you.
Abiel, we can make this work a lot faster if we stay on topic.
Yes, ma'am.
I'm sure if you want that guy's phone number, he can get it. Can we stay on topic?
No, he don't. Eric don't mess with it no more.
Okay, look. So I'm gonna go back. We're gonna take a break. I'm gonna get some more questions right here. With Mustafa Shabazz. Cause no. So Facebook user says that USAR is a nonprofit corporation, is not a government.
All corporations are nonprofit. USAR is a corporation, just like the corporation over there.
They said
they are governments. All corporations are government.
Okay.
All corporations are government.
So what does it take for a corporation to be a government?
The people. The people is the corporation's greatest asset. They give the government the power and the authority, the people. Because you have to look at the fact that the people do what? They pay taxes to their government. They build their government by paying taxes. So the people is the government's greatest asset. That's where they get the power and authority from.
Okay. So who recognized the government? Who recognized it as being a government?
We operate in 24 states. I can name them all off. We are recognizable, but you don't have to be recognized to be a government. You don't have to have no recognition to be a government. So,
and do you have body politics? Does USAR have body politics?
Of course.
Does USAR have boundaries?
Of course.
And does USAR have a nation?
Of course.
A nationality? Ambassadors?
Of course.
We have everything. Your own. And does USAR have its own people?
We have our own marshals. We have our own vicegerents. We have our own judges. We have our own secretary of state. We have our own. We have everything they got. We got all that. Mayors, judges. We got all that.
Okay. You have your own citizens.
And we have our own citizens as well. Most definitely. And
what are your citizens called?
Moorish Americans. You can be citizens of the United States of America. Say, for instance, Albion. And Albion can be a citizen under our government. It just can't be a Moorish American. They can be a citizen and reap the rewards like driver's license, birth certificate. They can get their birth certificate through us. They register through us. They can do that. But they can't be a Moorish American. It should be a citizen like the so-called black man's a citizen with the U.S. Anyway.
Okay. And Facebook user says it looks like USAR is just Americans.
No, we are Americans. Americans is us. We just not U.S. citizens, of course.
And Ramutep Queb from Facebook says, is the UN a part of the discussion?
United Nations?
Yes.
Remember, we're a national government. United States of America Republic is a national government. We're talking about us. The national people have the final say in law. Whatever the national people say, because it's their land, they have the last say of what is going to be done. Okay. They over everybody. We over everybody. We the de jure government.
A Facebook user reviewed the USAR gov.us website and says a civil voting process without any legal authority or lawful standing in government. Hold on, what? Civil. Oh, you have a civil voting process without any legal authority or lawful standing in government.
Repeat the question. Is it a question to me? Do we what?
They're saying you have a civil voting process without any legal authority or lawful standing in government.
Without legal authority and lawful standing in government. That's yeah. I don't know where they got the information from. But I can tell you, sister, this is where a lot of confusion come in at. But I do want to say this. That's incorrect.
They said they got it from the website, from reviewing the website.
They need to read the website. It's so much on the website. They haven't read the whole website, and and to understand government. I mean, you can go to you've been on the website yourself, correct?
Correct.
So you tell me how, like someone told me they read our website, like I gave it to them. They called me back 30 minutes later, they read the whole website. Like, no. Impossible. Read that website again.
They didn't.
No, I'm not saying they said that. I'm just saying read.
Yeah, I'm saying there's no way they could read it in 30 minutes.
Okay. Oh, from the person I'm talking about. Exactly.
Yeah.
So they called me back saying, but no, tell her to go back and read that again, and so you can get a better understanding of what you're reading, because this is we try to make it complex. We try not to make it complex, but the understanding of this, you're not gonna just read this and say, yeah, I understand this is what they no, this is government. Just like if you know the law like that, then you need to come home. I mean, no offense. If we know the law without even studying it and not even dealing with it, then we some bad people. That's good. That's beautiful. But it's not that simple. And
Ramutef Queb on Facebook says, is the only law under USAR?
USAR, we can't make people be a citizen of USAR. That's a choice if they want to be a citizen of USAR. So if you're not a citizen of USAR, either you're going to be under the US law or you'll be under USAR law. My only thing I'm saying is that USAR has the highest law of any other government here. Okay, USAR has the highest the highest. We at all law. We at the highest law for any other government. We're gonna make the final decision. So again, you can be with the U.S. if you want, but you are under their laws, and you have to buy. If you with us, you under our laws. We can't make you be a United States of America Republic citizen. We can't do that.
Okay.
You have a right to choose what government you want to be with, but USAR has a final say in law, all of it. It don't matter what government you under, because their government is bound by law to abide by the laws we set forth.
Facebook user says USAR's nationality cards are handmade and not government issued. They say anyone can make cards. It doesn't make them government instruments.
Okay, now she is absolutely correct. Anybody can make cards, but we're not anybody. We're a government. I can go outside right now because I'm at the government building as we speak, and we in New Mecca, and we got our banner, the national government, United States of America, national government. Anybody can't do that because that would be fraudulent, and then the police will be coming, shutting these doors down. No, they ain't happening.
They said the cards. They said USAR's nationality cards are hand and not government issued.
They are government issued. United States of America Republic is a government, and our Secretary of State, Travis Austin Bay, issued the driver's license, so they are lawful. Now, again, this is what I want to do for you guys. Since they said that, we recorded my court case. We recorded that. So if they're not lawful, why their judge say he left the courtroom? But they people on a Zoom said Mustafa Shabazz L's driver's license are lawful, issued to him by the United States of America Republic, the province of Wisconsin. These are lawful licenses. That's on video. I got that on video. So that was, the whole thing was recorded. That's on video. We recorded that from our court, from our state building. We recorded that. But that's what they said. So no offense to the sister or brother that just made the statement. At least when we are talking, we should know the truth. We shouldn't assume anything. Because when we assume things, they make us look bad and untrustworthy. So I got proof to prove that's incorrect. And I can play that video anytime. I can go to the state building and go play that video. So you all can see it. So we need to do this call again, a couple of days, even tomorrow, it don't matter. I'll go get the video and upload that video so you can show your viewers that it ain't fraudulent. Because if it was, I'll be locked up right now.
Okay, if we do that, I'd have to have you be able to come in the StreamYard studio.
Yeah.
The Zoom meeting wouldn't be unless we had everybody would have to join us in a Zoom meeting. I wouldn't be able to do this again constructively the way we have it set up today.
Okay, yes. What I want to do for you is this. I'm going to get a copy of the video myself. I'm going to send it to you as far as like maybe your Facebook or something where you can receive the video. You can share anytime you want to share. I want you to watch the whole video and you see exactly what happened. So the statement the sister or brother made is incorrect. They are lawful. Because the so-called foreign corporation acknowledged us as a government. They had to let all charges go. So if they weren't lawful, I'd be locked up because they had 7 different charges. It wouldn't be no I wouldn't be here talking to you right now. So all charges were dismissed, and they recognize our government. That's why all charges were dismissed, because I ain't commit no crimes. And anything I commit is in the province, not in the state. I don't live in the state. But I don't break the laws of God. And nobody here break the laws of God. Our license, our registrations, our titles to our vehicles, our birth certificates, everything we do is lawful. We do it by law. And it is lawful. It's lawful and it's acknowledged by the foreigner corporation U.S. And like I said, the charges would have never been dismissed. Anybody now, if they only mess, the police would not mess with anybody with our license plates. They already know. See, they already know who we are. And this is why I said when you do it for a nation of people, any individual can be the case. I understand that. That is a fact because I have done that when I was in that capacity, in that status, and I'll be the case. But for a nation, I did that for myself, but for my nation and people, anybody that's a citizen of the United States of America don't have problem with no police. They already know our place. They recognize our place. They already know who we are. They already know they gonna lose everything if they doing that to us. It only takes us one time to 2 times. We demonstrating out here. So they are lawful. Because the case, my charges would have never been dismissed. And like I said, I got on video. And this is what the judge said to me. And I said this earlier in the call. The judge said, let me see. So you wasn't driving, you was traveling, huh? I said, no, I was driving. And I said, my license are lawful. They were issued to me by my home state, the United States of America Republic. And I ain't saying nothing else.
Okay.
Judge left. He left his courtroom. He let them deal with it. What they say? We have no jurisdiction. And his license are lawful. They are lawful. His insurance is lawful. His registration was lawful. We got dismissed this. We had no jurisdiction. And he threw that out. They couldn't do nothing. And at the end of that call, I said Islam. Just like that. It's all on video. It's all on video. Yeah, incorrect statement. We are lawful. We are the law.
Okay. A Facebook user says civics suggest anyone can form a government when they have their own land and forces. They say USAR are imposters and USAR has neither land or forces.
Wow. Well, that's another incorrect statement. And this is what's wrong with the so-called black women and children in America and men in America, because they've been so educated and so miseducated by the European that they don't acknowledge. And I'm saying this with the love. It's hard for us to acknowledge who God is if we don't recognize God. Since they don't recognize God, they don't see God. Okay, and it's not their fault. It's not their fault because we all been trained a certain way. But the ones that's gonna wake up and see the truth, those are the ones God called on. And the ones that's going to be ignorant to the truth and blind to the truth, I mean, they'll go with their slave master. Because when the Abiyan leaves, he's taking his property with him. The property is going to go with him. And I'm not talking about his house. His people, the property. He owns you. If you get your birth certificate under that corporation, he owns you. You are a slave. So that's an incorrect statement. We just been so indoctrinated with the lies that we believe the lies is true. And this is where we have confusion and problem as a nation of people, as a so-called black people. This is what we're trying to kill the misinformation, the negative information. But until people recognize their own free national government, like I said before, they'll just be subjects, and they will suffer the abuse that's going. They'll continue to suffer this abuse that's going on. They'll continue to be subject, and they do nothing for the nation.
Okay.
See, the Albion is building for his and her nation, so their children can live in control for thousand years, if not forever. Until we break them into the slave mentality, until we break it, we'll continue to be slaves. But here at USAR, that slave mentality has been broken. And since it's been broken, we just moving forward in a linear line. We're not looking back. Either it resonate with you or it don't. And it's okay because the noble Drew Ali, the prophet, said only a few gonna make it. Everybody ain't gonna make it. So we have to acknowledge that as well. That's written. So everybody not gonna make it.
Okay, does USAR copy most of the same documents as United States, such as the Constitution?
We don't copy anything. We don't copy anything the United States do. They have their Constitution. We have our Constitution. I said earlier, we make and create our own laws. I didn't say we copy anything. So no, we do not. We make and create our own laws.
So the United States has a constitution. Why does USAR need a constitution? Why do y'all both need the same document?
because the United States is a different corporation. We are a different corporation from the United States. We're not the United States. We're the United States of America, Republic, national government.
Why do you need a constitution? Why does USAR need a constitution?
Every government needs a constitution. The constitution protects the right of the people.
Okay.
Without the constitution, the rights of the people will be molested. So you gotta have something protecting you.
Okay. I'm gonna bring
don't protect the people's rights.
Abdiel back on for a moment.
Okay, I'm gonna mute my phone.
Gratitude. Abdiel Ben Levy L, you have something to share with us?
Yes.
Gratitude.
Can you hear me?
Yes, continue, please.
I mean, I love the more, but he knows what our Constitution is. It's the Zodiac Constitution.
I'm aware of the Zodiac Constitution.
It's already written. It's already written.
Correct.
That's ours for us. But the Constitution for, not of, because it's two different constitutions. It was one created for the Republic of the United States of America, and then there's the Constitution of the United States, which is a corporation, which governs businesses, which governs persons, which are corporations. And if you are subject to the all capital letter name on the birth certificate, you are considered surety and not the beneficiary, which the certificate of live birth, if you correct it right, get it authenticated through the state and federal level, attach an affidavit to it and put it on public record, you're still a Slav, which is a slave. You have to become the beneficiary and stop being surety. That means surety just means liable, which means you are not the beneficiary of the trust. Does that make any sense? You can't receive nothing from the trust. You are paying into the trust. But as beneficiary, you appoint, if you know how to do the process, you can appoint so-called officials, the sheriff or the county court clerk as the trustee, and just tell them, you're the beneficiary. The only thing you can do is accept and receive and not be the payee. Payee and payor. It's the Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. Until we start studying civics and getting everybody in line, you take page 1 through 500. I'll take 500 to 1,000, 1,000 to 1,500, 1,500 to 2,000. And then everybody has to cross their notes over. And then we have to get other books, jurisprudence, corpus juris secundum. I mean, I can get you. I'm not going to talk bad about the Moor because he is my brother. He is just being led by a false prophet. You know, I have a man that I speak with that formed his own tribe. You can't form a nation. You have to have tribes. And everybody be in agreement, come up with a grand council.
My sister.
And to form a nation. He knows about the grand council. He knows about it. But they are going to branch off and do their own thing. So if you're going to do that, I'm going to be a Moor that walks along or works with like-minded people. They're not like-minded because they're 501c3, and which the government, if they pull the 501c3, every tax break that they have gotten will be due upon call, just like the Moorish Science Temple of America. They're all 501c3. They're under the United States. They're in their jurisdiction. I'm not. Joy Allen, you've seen my passport with my government on it, and you've seen my nationality card. It's how you use those cards, how you operate in commerce. One, I use for private. Private is what I do with our people. And if I need to pull that card out to deal in public, you can get it. But you've seen, I don't have an address on my passport. I'm a Tennessean. You know I'm a national. I show receipt. This man is leading people astray. It's all about how you operate. Look up operate in your Black's Law Dictionary, second edition. Operate just means you're running a corporation. I don't know what to tell people. All I can tell you is trial and error. And I've been behind the walls on trial and error. But I know they can't take me behind there anymore unless I steal somebody's property, damage somebody's property, hurt them physically, or kill them. And if I kill them, I've had a lawyer tell me a dead man can't talk. So if the dead man can't talk and they have nobody set up in their trust, that's just gone. Everybody better recognize, everybody better get on the same page. I'm telling you, I can't tell anybody anything. All I can do is advise people on what's going on out here. You know, Moors are supposed to be the most conscious people out here. But when they're doing this kind of thing, chasing the sack, and you can call it money or I call it other things. Asking, can you join the USAR for a couple of green peppers? Asking, can you barter in? Or do you need fiat? See, that ain't love. So you're not telling the truth. And then here's when I'm not going to keep the peace. I'm going to call it as I see it. Because you know what I do too. I bust up all lies. You know what it is. I don't mean to harm your platform. You know, you got your message, right? Just nod your head. And I'm not going to do that. I'm good with what I do. And if everybody ain't wanting to get about what they do, about wanting to handle their own business, if you ain't willing to handle your own business, how you going to help us build a nation? I don't know. But you're not going to get on here and put out false information and make all Moors look bad because we get a bad name. I've seen people on your platform come at the Moor, and they're not coming at the right one. Go at the dirty Moors. Call them what they are, the dirty Moors. And I don't like it. And I told you what I do. Grab the scimitar and cut their head off. And that's just me. But I can't walk with you. And then he tried to bring that book up. I wouldn't do that with me because I have a history as an Israelite. I know the book. But now that I've become conscious, I know it's contract and trust laws with that book is. And if you don't know how to use the book in such a manner in this Christian nation, which is not even a Christian book. That book was given to the Israelites, but they usurp. They usurp. Well, usurp just means stolen, in case I'm using
You see that flag in the
words
back?
that people aren't familiar with. But
Call me
it's not
representative.
going to work. And it's not going to work with a hybrid European or a Negropean native. I yield the floor.
Absolutely. Yeah, my bad.
Gratitude,
Mustafa,
Empress.
gratitude. Mustafa,
Yes, I'm still here.
how much does it cost to join USAR?
It don't cost a dime. It's free. You don't charge nationality. It's free. You don't pay. And a lot of Moors are doing that. I just want to make that statement. A lot of Moors have charged people for nationality. That's free. Islam.
Islam Abdiel, he said to join USAR is free.
How much does it cost to fill the paperwork out?
Mustafa Shabazz L, how much does it cost to fill the paperwork out?
Again, it's free.
It's free, Abdiel.
It's free. Nationality is free.
Nationality is free, he says, Abdiel.
Put that paperwork in, that's free. Now, you still got to get a driver license if you got a car, get a residence.
No, I don't. No, I don't. No, I don't. I don't. No, I don't.
Mustafa, he said, no, he don't have to.
No, I don't.
He said what?
He don't have to get a driver's license.
And now, kidding with, I go back to the Constitution.
Hold on,
Fourth Amendment.
Abdiel. Hold on.
I ain't gonna go in. See, but you still had.
I'm just asking. Why
There where the money gonna come.
Abdiel, why don't you need a driver's license?
Have you ever read the Fourth Amendment?
Abdiel, why do you not need a driver's license?
According to the Constitution for the United States of America, you have the right to move freely upon God's green earth.
All right. Mustafa, he said, according to the Constitution, we have a right to move freely upon God's green earth. So why is there a need for a driver's license in USAR? Hold on, your mic muted, Mustafa. There you go.
Okay. I'm chief of staff for the United States of American Republic. I'm not in the position to answer that, but my Secretary of State I'm with right now, he is Secretary of State of the United States of American Republic, and he handles this issue very well. So his name is Travis Austin Bay. You guys went to the email, you see that he is the Secretary of State for the United States of American Republic. So I'm going to pass him.
Hold on, before you pass him the phone, do you have to pay dues in USAR?
Everyone pay taxes.
Okay.
All right, I'm going to pass the phone.
Islam.
Factatious.
How are you doing, sister?
Excellent. How are you?
Black's Law Dictionary.
Okay, I just want to address the question about the driver's license. The reason, and I'm focused straight out the vehicle code. So, the Secretary of State shall issue a driver's license to any natural person who is a resident of that state who applies. But it also says in the vehicle code, if you're a resident of the state, you shall apply for a driver's license. You shall have your vehicle registered up under that state. It doesn't say, you can or you maybe. It says you shall. And the reason why is because the states have to be able to show attachment on their citizens. This is the reason why they require citizens to have a driver's license or have a state ID. This is why they require them to have their vehicle registration up under that state so that state can show its attachment. That way, if you travel into another state and they try to enforce their laws up under their vehicle code, your government can then intervene, due process, and say, hold up under these laws, this infraction don't apply. You see what I'm saying? But it's also telling you in the vehicle code that it has exemptions and it has exclusions. So it's saying that any person who was a non-resident of this state is not required nor obligated to have a driver's license of this state as long as they have a driver's license issued to them by their home state or home country. Every state laws reads the same. Every country laws reads the same because they know that the United States is dealing with immigrants. You can only become a citizen of the United States through naturalization. They know they're dealing with immigrants, and they know that everybody that's coming over here to the United States visiting or not citizens, and they still may have their own home country driver's license, or they may have their own home country state ID. So this is why you are not required to have a driver's license of a foreign state, but you are required to have a driver's license of your state. The state has to be able to show attachments. And I'm gonna give you a quote in the Bible would say something like, and I could be paraphrasing. I'm not gonna say a quote. I could be paraphrasing, but it's something to the effect that once you enter the land that I give you, the presumption will be removed from over you, and then it will begin to free you. See, they know we coming back into power as a nation of people. Like Chief of Staff was saying, we got our own legislative branch, our own judicial branch, our own executive branch. We got the power to enforce law. We got the power to lay and collect taxes. We got the power to sentence a person to death for murdering someone. We got the power to do that. We got the power to arrest. So they know we coming into power. So once you go into a courtroom and you show them that, hey, my driver's license issued by the United States of America Republic, which is lawfully chartered and incorporated. My birth certificate is issued by the United States Republic. Guess what that does? It removes the presumption. So by the presumption being removed, they know they ain't got nothing on you. But if you saying you ain't got to have a driver's license and you just moving around just with a travel card or a nationality card, the question you want to ask yourself is, what state laws do they place you up under? Do it place you up under the laws of the state of Texas or wherever? Because if not, then you stateless. You're not protected by no state laws, and any policy enforcer can enforce his laws on you because you ain't got no protections. You ain't got no secure rights. You ain't got no state you don't have no state with a state constitution that secures your state rights. The United States Constitution is a contract between it and the states, not between it and the individual. So if you don't have a state constitution, then you don't have no secure rights. And if you brought her with a travel card, a nationality card, once again you saying that, guess what? I'm not a resident of your state, but what state are you a resident of? What state are you a citizen of? What state recognizes you as the Moorish American? Because the Moorish Temple is not a state. Government might be a body politic, but it's not a state. Government with the power to arrest, collect, lay taxes. They don't have that power. And I yield. I'll get a line back to Chief of Staff.
Gratitude.
Islam, bro. So now you heard all law. That's all you heard from the Secretary of State. That's all you heard. So anybody not abiding by that law, that driving code, is breaking the law. So if your license is not issued to you by your home state, and that will be the United States of America Republic, national government, is fraudulent. Now, someone said earlier that the treaty protects the people's rights. So my question is this, why is it constitutional rights and not treaty rights? Because it don't make sense to call it treaty rights, and I asked that question earlier. And that's what I believe, there were some things said that I should have never said, but it's not a treaty right. Your right as a citizen need to be protected by a constitution. And if you don't have a constitution protecting you, you see what's happening to the black people. The black people or the more conscious people. All your tribes are under federal zone. They ain't free. One thing about the United States of America Republic, we are free. We under our law. Like Secretary of State said, we make the laws, we enforce the laws over here. Islam.
Facebook user says they visited USAR. They've been to the location. They said it's impossible for USAR to have marshals. Some of the so-called marshals are actually felons, and USAR does not have any records of being law enforcement.
Yeah, take this. You take this. Take this.
Okay, so to address that question,
and I confirm.
let me address it. So, I guess the source of this question starts with citizenship. Let me see if I can pull up the Constitution for the United States.
I got it.
And I'm gonna go into the 14th Amendment, Section 2 of our Constitution. And I'm gonna see if I could show y'all the screen too, so y'all can see what I'm doing.
Okay, right quick. Abdiel Ben Leviel is here again. He wanted to read something. So, Abdiel, you prepared to read right now?
Ready to rock?
All right, let's go.
License. Black's Law Dictionary, 4th edition. License. Certificate or the document itself which gives permission. Are you free? Because the Most High, what Jesus said, if you free in me, you're free indeed. And the truth shall make you free, not set you free. Most people misquote that. The truth shall set you free. No, it said make. Make means you're gonna be free. Set means somebody gives you permission. They have the keys to the cups. But if something's making you, there's no choice. Would you like me to go to permission? See,
Right now,
they don't. I mean, this has been too stressful because they're saying, and see, because I can take the license to where you have to go to deal in traffic, and traffic just means commerce. So you have to go up under them to do commerce. But why do you need a license if you're using your private means of conveyance to get from point A to point B? Don't try this at home if you don't know how to defend this. Permission is the word. That means somebody's over you. Who gives you permission to do what you want to do, Joy? Besides Joy. Do you pay Joy? See, I got him. When I hit him with it's free to join, free for nationality, but then you got to get the driver's license. You already have a license. You got CDLs and all kind of shit. So why you need theirs? So you gonna pay two de factos.
I'm not paying for anything.
There you go. And whose permission do you need to move? If Joy
I don't
wants
need
to go
nobody
on the
from
trip,
I'm going where the hell I want to go. Ain't nobody gonna
that
give me
now,
permission to do
so
a damn
Joy don't
thing.
need permission. See
I
what I'm
don't
saying?
know.
I'm done. You did you get my message?
I have enough of your messages so far. We going back over to Mustafa Shabazz L and hear about this document if the Secretary of State is still prepared to read it.
Don't you believe that now?
Islam, my sister.
Islam.
Yes, Islam. Go ahead.
Let's see if I could. Okay, so this is 14th Amendment of the United States Constitution. Section 1. This state had the power of repatriation, a repatriation of colors, Negroes, blacks, Afro-Americans, and African-Americans, back to the divine creed of their forefathers, back to statehood, back to the constitutional fold of this free national government, back to being Moors, Moorish Americans, Moorish nationals, and national citizens. Section 2. All nationals and citizens of the United States of America Republic, upon taking an oath of allegiance to the United States of America Republic, shall be pardoned of all past crimes of colorable laws. The United States and several states shall not use such criminal records against a national or a citizen of the United States of America Republic. No pardon shall be given for capital crimes, murder, rape, or treason. So, now, who are these individuals that you speak of that you say that are marshals of the United States of America Republic and are felons? Who? Hello? I think they left the call.
I'm here on the call. We're still here on the call.
Oh, so someone had made a comment earlier about felons in the United States of America Republic law enforcement.
Mm-hmm.
So I want to know who are these felons that they are referring to.
Okay. They'll need to repost a comment for me to know. I'm reading the comments.
Okay. 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 Are you cool?
All right, so this is Campbell. All right.
We have a Google suggestion on the screen for the audience. Um, okay. Hmm. Okay, so this one is about the president of USAR. This comment. Um, there were some fraud charges. They said the president was sanctioned by his master, and then he paid minor fees. And that he's legally allowed to advertise and have that website, but otherwise he's a fraud. Or did you mute yourself, Mustafa Shabazz L?
All right, Islam. I do apologize. I was on mute. I heard the question. I can assure you, 100%, 100%, that there's no fraudulent things going on over here. And the only master that we have over here, including our presidency candidate, is Allah.
Abdiel Ben Levy L, you have a statement for us?
Yes, ma'am.
Gratitude.
Now, where I went in on your permission, which you, if you call yourself so-called sovereign, let me tell you what the people are. A state. Now, you have to be competent and know state is spelled three different ways. It's spelled all capital letters, one capital letter, and then the rest lowercase letters, or all lowercase letters, which state in this mind, which this is the mindset when you are a people. It says a state, which means your state of mind. As the people of the state of mind, a nation in its collective and political capacity, which they are not. They are still considered persons because they are minorities. They're not of the majority because they haven't corrected their status. You're not going to get around. Can't get around. I'm going to do something. I mean, I love my brothers and I want everybody to go on the right path. But it's all free till you get to that driver's license. Then that's going to cost you a stat, which you don't need a license to travel. And if you don't register your go, all I said is Google USC 18, 241, and 242, because it's all under the Constitution and the federal law. Just go to USC, just Google it. I'm not here to fuss. I'm here to bring facts to the people. Stop bullshitting our people. If you're going to teach it right.
Of our people,
I yield the floor. Mute my mic, Joy.
A very long time. It's not going to be easy with the job that we have, because this conversation, these questions will come up. And I'm not being rude. I'm just saying, it wouldn't be the case. So we got a lot of work to do.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. My issue and concern is the work that needs to be done. It's not going to advance till these questions get answered and cleared up.
Well, I understand totally. But when you hear the truth, you hear the truth. And like I said, all tribes are owned by the federal government. So they're not free. It's not a free tribe. They're under federal regulation. They don't have full sovereignty.
They got a semi-sovereignty.
It's what they call a semi-sovereignty. That's correct. So, and you can look that up. They ain't free. Stop that. See, we are free, autonomous nation. They not. They need to come home, recognize God.
Ask them, do they got the power to contract with other nations?
That's a great question. Ask the brother this. Do his nation or sovereign citizens have the power to contract with other nations? Ask them that question.
Let me go to majority and read that, and then I'm gonna read you minority.
Of a country.
Did you hear the question, Abdiel?
What's he won't know?
Abdiel,
What do you
did you
want
hear
to know?
Abdiel, did you
No,
hear the question?
go ahead and ask it. I'm not gonna interrupt.
Goodness. What was the question again, Mustafa?
Ask him if his tribe
Does your tribe
have the right to contract other countries.
With other countries?
Ah,
Not tribes.
Not tribes. Countries.
Other countries.
you are your own country when you become one of the majority and not a minority. Your country is your state of mind. That is state spelled in all lowercase letters. You got to tell the people. You got to tell the people, man, that your little S's and capital S's and little T's and all capital letters and you're not gonna slick me, bruh. I'm very well versed in this shit. Very well versed. My grammar skills is on, bruh.
This is the wrath of God. So you still have people that want to trick you and live a lavish life because of the money. They get paid to tell someone that he proclaims his or her nationality through a temple or through a tribe. They get paid for this.
So Mustafa, if joining USAR is free, nationality is free.
Absolutely.
Why are driver's license not free?
Again, we are a government. When you go to the, that's a great question. Since you are a citizen of the United States of America, when you are issued an ID card, state ID card, state driver's card, or you have any type of ID for maybe whatever it may be, but the three ID, license, badge, you have to pay for that. That's not free. Of course not. That's how the government make their money off.
That's their government. That's them.
Exactly.
At USAR, why is there a fee for the driver's license?
Isn't there a fee when you pay for the BMV?
Where?
The government.
The United States BMV?
When you go to the DMV in Indiana,
the
pay them.
Okay, I ain't talking about them. I'm talking about a USAR. Why is there why is it free to join? Nationality is free. Why is there a fee for anything at USAR? Why is there a fee for a driver's license? And how much is the driver's license? Just because the United States do it don't mean USAR got to do it. If USAR did everything the United States did, that's going to be the model, then you might as well stay in the United States. Why is it a fee for the driver's license at USAR, and how much is the fee for the driver's license?
Okay, this Secretary of State Austin Bay on the line, and I can answer that question.
I see you.
I'm the one that's authorized to administer the vehicle code. The reason why it's a fee is because we as a nation of people, when we legislated that law, we put it in our law, the fact that we can prescribe forms for the DMV and attach a fee to it, and you wrote it in law.
Why?
That's the reason why we charge a fee.
Why was it written into the law?
Because you have to have a law in order to give you the power and the authority to issue driver's license.
You have to have a law that says somebody has to pay for the driver's license?
Yes, and you have to have it in your law exactly how much the fee is going to be. And the reason why.
So why the law can't say the fee is waived? There is no fee.
Because you got to think, we in business as a nation of people. One of the most important businesses of a government is transportation. You can't have transportation without somebody operating a motor vehicle. So when you get people over the road that's doing business and making money, the government got to have some type of something in place to set up where it can generate money, so it can have things in place to keep the government running for operating.
So with the nation of people,
out things. It costs money to make the driver's license. It costs money to make license plates.
It wouldn't take money to make a driver's license or a license plate if it didn't exist.
Okay, but so do you feel that it's not a need to have a driver's license?
I'm saying, according to what you said, there wouldn't be a need for a fee if it don't exist.
Okay, but I just
why was it not written into USAR's law that the fee be waived? Why does USAR not have its people give donations to support the nation, the government?
Okay.
Y'all can't, USAR cannot exist off of donations, love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. The government can't operate off of that. They can't lovingly just support without a law saying they gotta pay for something, which means to be, for me, it sounds like if you don't write in law that they gotta pay you, then they won't pay you. They just can't, your people can't freely just support the gift that y'all giving them of a government of freedom.
Okay, so now I got a question. Do you feel it's a need for a driver's license?
I don't know. I'm the host. You can't ask me any questions. You on the Karmic Dynasty platform. I don't know if they told you. I'm asking the questions. And my question is, why couldn't USAR not waive the fee? Next question would be, why USAR's people, y'all doing all this great work for the people would be so generous and grateful for all the great work. Why do the people through law have to be forced to support the government? With such a great work, the people should be willingly just giving y'all what they got to keep that movement, to keep that government in motion, to keep it there. Out of gratitude, out of love, out of truth, out of peace for the people, for the freedom of the people, and the justice of our people. So for one, I'm gonna tell you from the gate, Mustafa got it messed up when he talking about, well, the United States, the BMV in Indiana charge you. I don't get no good fucks. What the fuck Indiana charging do? USAR ain't about to have me come in there and charge me the same damn thing because the state of Indiana did it. Y'all, USAR supposed to be different. I might as well stay in Indiana. I'm not being convinced in no manner that USAR is for me. And I'm speaking on behalf of some of my audience members too. Okay. Now, y'all can talk all this law stuff all y'all want to. When y'all start talking about fiat, y'all got Karmic Dynasty and Joy Allen messed up.
Okay, so who can I direct my questions to if I can't ask you a question?
You can direct your question to your citizens and ask them why they feel it's okay that y'all have to force them through law to make payments to support the gift of the government y'all gave them. That's who you go question.
Yes, let me ask you this question.
I'll think about it.
Let me ask you just one question.
I said I'll think about it.
Please.
So if we can't answer no questions on this platform, this is not a conversation.
We're supposed to be having a conversation.
It's not a conversation.
All I'm saying is
for one, around here on Karmic Dynasty, I define what's a conversation. For the record. Let me give y'all for the record. Let me give y'all for the record.
Would you listen, please?
Let me give y'all for the record. Let me clear out this Zoom meeting. Let me give y'all for the record. For the record.
Question.
Around here on Karmic Dynasty, I define, he about to get muted. I define what's a conversation. Around here on Karmic Dynasty, don't nobody ask me no questions. Not in that type manner. I asked the damn questions. That man had the floor enough damn times to state his case and read his constitutions and his articles and his sections and all that good stuff. I want to know, and they ain't going to answer me because it's already written in their law. That was the answer. Bottom line, there are some things going on in conversations, and this is one of them. Beating around the bush is it. Somebody asks you a direct question, just answer it. We're not going to get too far as a people if we start including stuff like low-key throwing shade on the speaker, throwing shade on the temple. No, Moorish Science Temple. Ain't nobody in the comments said anything about the Moorish Science Temple of America. Nobody here from the Moorish Science, not even the comments. Nobody is here to represent the Moorish Science Temple of America. We ain't, I just got tired of hearing the two sides keep bringing that up. I don't care. There are so many myths and shit. It all ain't going to be discussed on this one damn platform, not today. So to be going on talking about you can't claim nationality through a temple, who said you could? You're not going to come up in here with that same old type script of an argument. Come on this platform, we busting up lies in an effort to get to solutions, and we're not gonna get to solutions if sides want to just go back and forth. Well, I'm gonna state this, but then I'm gonna throw some shade on the brother that's coming. Well, I'm gonna make this statement, but I'm gonna throw some shade, and I'm using these for illustration. These comments. But nah, this brother is ridiculous. Throw out all the personality shit. Throw out all the personal issue shit. Throw out what you thought you heard type shit. State your case. Make it clear. Keep it cut, concise. I mean, just y'all got some ego issues. That's why we can't, the people, because for one, there's a whole lot of circles where y'all got mixed up who the people is. The people ain't everybody. All of us skin folks ain't gonna end up in the same damn place, not on this earth. So to be coming in any platform, arena, time, or space, and you want to state your claim and preach to the people is not happening. And it's definitely not happening if you in a shared space. And we cannot simply just, I mean, to me, it's black and white. Put it on the table. Just a statement. Write it down. Ain't nobody caring about your damn feelings around here. Not around here. Y'all go somewhere else in another YouTube channel or in your own damn office or anywhere. State the damn fact, reality, the truth, the law, whatever the fuck you want to call it. Leave out the, well, I think. Well, maybe if we didn't. No, what is it? How y'all gonna get past you don't agree, but you own it? This yours. Well, you good with this, but he don't agree, and you didn't, and you agree, but he don't. Just stop. I need everybody to stop. It should be where the platform don't need a mediator. State your case. It's real or it's not. Get away from your ego, get away from your God, get away from your president, get away from your leaders, get away from your damn, just focus on yourself. Focus on yourself. When you go off track and start adding in all that other ego shit, that's confusion. I heard the word confusion in here today. Confusion starts when you start adding your personality to the equation. Your personality type ain't got nothing to do with what is fact. What is the reality? What is the law? You want to talk about law? The law ain't got nothing to do with your damn feelings. Not no law I seen. So around here again, to make my point, I don't know where the fuck that nigga think where the fuck he come from. He ain't don't ask me no damn questions. He better know where he at. As I always say many times, know your audience. Know the room you are walking into. Know who's in the room when you walk in there. And if you gonna be Billy Badass, you better be ready to hold your damn position. And he can't hold no damn position around here on this platform, this StreamYard that I pay for every month. He ain't got no say so around here. And he can go get his own StreamYard. He can get his own damn platform and do his own fucking segment. He can't question me because I will never sign up to be on that shit. I don't know who people be thinking they be talking to sometimes. To be talking about first of all, just using comparisons. That's some ego shit. Using comparisons, that's some individualism, personality type shit. Well, the BMV, okay, we ain't talking about the BMV in Indiana. We talking about USAR charging people for driver's license. But to join is free. Nationality is free. I keep hearing free, free, free while you're charging. Follow-up question is, it's in your law. That's it's forced. Again, if this is such a great movement and the people there appreciate you for all the work you've done to put USAR together, why are they not just willingly giving up what it takes to keep USAR alive and well? Don't question me, question your people, question your citizens. Y'all say y'all got people, go question them. You ain't gonna come over here questioning me. And with attitudes like that, I ain't got nothing else for them. I ain't going over there. Who the hell are you talking to?
Let's take a couple of deep breaths.
I'm not going over there. I don't know who the hell they damn Secretary of State think the fuck he talking to. He ain't talking to me. I don't care how many times he run his damn video back. I don't care how many damn times he cut it, edited it, did it. I don't care. Nigga, you weren't talking to me. I don't care nothing about your fake ass title or your funky ass ego or your displacement in life. And nobody will not never come to me and tell me they gonna charge me for something. They gonna charge anybody for something. Because it ain't gonna be me. It might be somebody who's watching this. I'm speaking on behalf of the people. The people want to know why is X and Y free, but Z ain't free. Why? Because you wrote it in the law? Because, the state of Indiana do it, so we gonna do it. State of California do it, so we gonna do it. I thought y'all was your own. You stand alone. What the fuck you need a fucking damn state of Indiana or any other state as a fucking representation of how the hell you gonna get what it takes in resource to keep things in USAR moving? Why do you need the United States and the fucking states of Indiana as a fucking guide? And if you don't, then don't never again in my space tell me that in the law is written and in comparison of a driver's license fee because the damn state of Indiana BMV Bureau of Motor Vehicles does it. It's not never gonna fly with me. The hell? Get no fucks about what the fuck Indiana doing. So that's gonna make me not give no fucks about what the fuck you doing. If you ever in life think you gonna come at Joy Allen, Tisha Nicole, on some suggestion on joining or what she need to do with her life, you better first know who you talking to. Now, I done listened to that brother Mustafa for a while. I done listened to Abdiel bin Levy El for a while. So I already know who I was coming to. My level of patience in the beginning of this broadcast and for the first 2 hours and the 40 minutes, because I've been quiet most of the time, was only the safety cushion because I done heard them both. So I basically already know what the hell they both gonna say. And or if they say something off key, I can most times just take it in. You know what I mean? What I usually do at the beginning of my platforms, I did not do today, is tell y'all how I came about the making of this broadcast. Mustafa, first of all, let me get this damn banner off my screen. Mustafa Shabazz El, as he's now known as, I have known him, of him, for at least maybe 4 or 5 years now. When I first met him, he was going by another name. And I was too. I think the name I started using was after me and him disconnected in life. For the record, you run back the video, if you was here, you heard me talking to Keith and telling him to call me. Keith was in that same environment. So Keith know very full well what I'm talking about. Before I met Mustafa in that environment, he had and went by other names before that. He's went by other names since that then. And through Facebook, we've connected. And it was each time short-lived. And it may be so the case this time too. So I'm already familiar with some of his mind's workings. And this ain't our first time being in such this space right now where he's gone now. This ain't our first time. Abdiel bin Levy El, I've known since I've been here on social media for what is a year or two, almost 2 years now. Y'all know the timeline as well as me right now. But y'all know what I'm talking about. As long as I've known Abdiel just about as long as I've been known as Joy Allen. And I've talked to him several times. Both of them, him and Mustafa, hours of conversation. Most times they the ones doing all the damn talking. So I've had plenty of time to sit and listen to him. So sit and listen to both of them today wasn't no big deal for me. But there's some point it's too much for everybody for it to be an option playable for people to listen to. It's too much. It just looked like another Moorish debate. Dirty Moors, you a dirty Moor, you a dirty Moor. Bottom line is the end of my message, and I'm going to go do what I need to do with my day. Dirty Moors, who's a dirty Moor? You a dirty Moor. You a dirty Moor. No, you a dirty Moor. Look, again, when it comes to the whole Moorish or Moors or Moor, Islam, all y'all know who y'all is, especially if is the statements of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. If I don't see y'all demonstrating that with all y'all's years and all y'all's laws and all y'all's backgrounds, I don't want to hear it. I have nothing for that group of people until I see, not even a single person. I've not seen a single Moor demonstrate love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. So with my sister here with me, the remainder of my evening is blissful. And I appreciate her for that balance around here. Because the feminine energy, it was necessary. Because the masculine, this damn patriarchs, is y'all out y'all damn mind some damn times. I appreciate this sister for being here. I appreciate the other sisters that were here. And I was reading y'all. I was on where y'all was at. I appreciate that balance around here. Blissful evening to everyone. I love you as well. There go that smile. Gratitude. I appreciate you. I love you as well. I am Joy Allen of Karmic Dynasty. I will see you all tomorrow. I have a broadcast, one tomorrow and one on Sunday, possibly maybe two on Sunday. And I'm not even going to close out my show with that damn background banner. I'm going to close out my show with this banner. This background. Peace, everyone. Peace.